Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Word Podcast, a place where real thoughts, real ideas, and real words come to life. I'm your host, Drew, coming from San Diego, California. Thank you for stopping by, tuning in, checking out the channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit up those links down below. And now, let's get into the episode. It is Friday. It is May 1st. So we are here. We are here to May. And there's been a little confusion going on here in California. So let's have a couple little hits real quick of this biscotti from Connected Cannabis, I believe that's what it is. And then we'll get into a few of my thoughts going on. But it's interesting times, but we did make it to May. And we'll see what happens from here, I guess. We will see what happens. But I got my coffee here. Just ground this bud up. Gonna take a snap or two. And that's kind of it. So let's get this going. Get this snap. Boom, packed up. All right. Now we should be good to go. If you're smoking along, cheers. All right. So like I said, there's been a little confusion here in California, that's for sure. A lot of back and forth. Governors can't make up their minds. Mayors going against the governors. So let's break it down. I mean, a few days ago, got word that beaches and parks were going to be opened up with restrictions, like I had mentioned in a previous video. And I was worried about it right away because I was like, they can just kind of manipulate the numbers and then cause us a more strict lockdown. It doesn't seem like that has happened quite yet, but like a day after the beaches opened, the governor, Gavin Newsom, came out and said that the beaches are going to be closed. They're going to start closing the beaches again, statewide. And just due to people abusing the situation and not social distancing or, following these rules and guidelines. And it was happening throughout the state, but more specifically Orange County. So then the following day, yesterday, I want to say, because so everything opened Monday, and then Tuesday, I think there was talks about shutting it down. Wednesday, there was more talks, so there could have been 2 days of open stuff. And then, Wednesday, I think there was talks about closing it down. Yesterday, there was the order, I believe, that there was going to be the statewide shutdown of the states and beaches again. But then Governor Gavin Newsom came out and said that it's only going to be directed to Orange County because I guess that was kind of the worst of it. And I don't know. Then I saw that the Orange County sheriff was not gonna follow orders of the governor. So there's this interesting kind of a battle going on. Like I had mentioned pretty early on, it seems like there's this battle going on between the governors, the mayors, the sheriff, the president. There's this battle between everybody, and everybody seems to be kind of butting heads and not figuring this out properly, or causing this mass confusion and mass hysteria and this panic. And yeah, it's an interesting thing, because if you watch the mainstream or read any of those articles, it's like they are just doomed beyond belief, and they're saying we're not even going to get back to some sort of normalcy for a couple of years. We need a vaccine. We need to, stay on lockdown until there's a vaccine and everybody has it, or at least that option is available. So I don't know, man. It's but if you look at some of the independent or more right-leaning media, they're painting a more positive picture and more optimistic, and if you look at the numbers that haven't been manipulated, it's pretty minuscule on the grand scheme of things. And they, I've seen a lot of people saying, we need to open up the country, we need to start getting the economy going. It's funny because I was watching Steven Crowder again last night, but they were watching the CNN thing with Bill Gates and Dr. Sanjay Gupta and Anderson Cooper, and they were live streaming that, So I was watching some of that, and they were just kind of saying, I don't know, they're just painting such a negative picture. But then you watch someone like Steven Crowder, who has other numbers and other data, and it's painted in a more positive light. So it's hard to really get a grasp on things, especially when there's this confusion and this dishonesty going on from who knows who, from all sides. It seems like there is bad stuff going on all sides. And of course, that's people, that's how it is. That's how people operate. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. But it is May 1st, and today they're going to start enforcing the when you're out in public, you got to wear a mask. So I got to look into that a little more, see if there is any kind of loopholes or anything that can be done. I know my buddy Zach was saying, if you're out social distancing, 6 feet away from people, you don't have to wear one. And then I know if you've been diagnosed with a disability, there's certain things that fit that criteria where, if you've been diagnosed, you don't have to follow that because it goes against your medical condition, So, someone like me, I'm not gonna, honestly, I'm not gonna wear a mask. I don't go out in public too much, but I don't like restrictions. I don't like when things cover my hands. When I do boxing, I hate when my hands are wrapped in the gloves on. It just feels really claustrophobic, and I don't like that feeling. And having a mask on has done the same thing. I don't like having a mouthpiece in. Ever since I was a little kid, I hated having shin guards on when I was a little kid playing soccer. I just hate that restriction feeling, and that's what a mask does to me. And and I've been diagnosed with some things, so and they don't have a right to ask what it is. They don't have a right to inquire what it is. That's not their place. So I feel like I'd be protected, but again, these cops and these people in charge kind of do what they want regardless of the law or the Constitution. They just follow orders, and that's never a good thing, to just blindly follow orders, even if you're going against what you should be upholding. I don't know. It's definitely interesting times, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens with the mandatory mask thing. We'll see what happens with the protests, and if they continue, and if they start ramping up heavily across the country. We'll see how other places throughout the country deal with opening up businesses. I think we're still here on phase 1 in California, trying to get to phase 2, whatever all this means, man. Like, I don't even know. It sounds just like bullshit to me, but like they're trying to do it in waves to open up the country again. And it seems like other places are opening up, and we'll just see what happens. But I think the big tests will be some of these bigger cities, like a San Diego, like a Los Angeles, like a New York, like a Vegas, or, I don't know, like some of these bigger cities need to open up and kind of see what happens. I mean, of course, we don't want people dying like that. Of course, nobody wants people dying. And yes, people have died with this, but we do also know that people who were in the hospital, who had underlying conditions, who had multiple things going on, were in there for, those reasons, but then died, and their deaths were attributed to COVID. So we know this is happening. You just have to look it up. You have to find the stories. They're not going to present it on the mainstream media like CNN or ABC or anything like that. You kind of have to find it yourself, but it is out there. I mean, like I said, probably get a lot of flack for it, but Steven Crowder, he always puts up his sources, and he's a good place to go to find both sides of the news, because he's usually watching or paying attention to what's going on in the mainstream, and then fact checking it and presenting real facts and the other side of the argument. So I like that. I really like that. Yeah. Let's get into this snap, and we'll see what goes on, but probably wrap it up here pretty soon. But if you are smoking along, cheers. All right, I'll get my coffee here. All right. So yeah, not much else going on. Ooh. So check out Drew and Chase Side by Side. Check out the No World Order podcast and the IG Live audio only. You can follow our Instagrams if you want to keep up of when we're gonna go live. We'll post a little in advance to let you know. But if you miss it, the audio version will be uploaded the next day or 2 days after. Usually I'll try and get it up the next day, but you never know. But yeah, we have a new episode of Drew and Chase Side by Side. We're gonna be doing that this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. So we'll figure that out. and that'll drop on Tuesday. So yeah, please go check out those in the playlists. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're still listening. But yeah, let's get into a little personal stuff, I guess. I mean, I've been doing all right. For the most part during all of this, I've been trying to stay busy, trying to stay productive. It goes in waves, it goes up and down. But I don't know. I've been feeling a little lower lately the last few days, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's starting to get to me, but I mean, this is how I was living before, so I don't really know. I don't know. I'm just feeling pretty lonely and missing a physical connection for sure. And you know, not just with like anybody, but with just, having that one person and you know, I just miss that. That's what's been going on. I just miss that. Been feeling lonely, been feeling a little low. So I've gotten a little lazy again. I need to get back to working out, running. But I don't even know how I'm supposed to run with the mask. But again, I'm not even gonna worry about a mask. Like, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I gotta get back to exercise. I gotta get back to eating properly, drinking these smoothies again, cutting out a majority of the sugar. I mean, I'm a fucking sugar addict, that's for sure, and it's a tough one. I have it in my coffee. I have it in everything I eat and consume, and it's a problem for sure, especially the processed sugar. Even if it's a more healthy or natural sugar, it's still not good for you, that's for sure. So I gotta pay more attention to that, get back to the health, and get that in order, and just keep boosting my immune system, staying active, just staying busy with this, keep pushing out the content. Oh yeah, Tuesday morning tokes, check that out as well. That's another one in the playlist. First episode was this Tuesday, and yeah, I'm gonna try and keep that going on a weekly basis. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, not much else has been going on. Like I said, I've just been things have been happening. I've got some of my, equipment here, and I got a second mic set up, and so things are going. I walked out the door this morning and saw that I got an Amazon package last night, so gotta check what that is. I think it's some nutrients so I could start growing, maybe. I think that might be what it is. But I still gotta wait on some soil and some other pots, so that'll still be a little while, but I'm excited to start growing again. Yeah, but like I said, so things have been good for the most part. Things have been happening, but I don't know. I just get in my head. I overthink things, and yeah, I seem to just cause problems when I get a certain way, and I don't know, needy, I guess. Fuck it, just say it. Yeah, when I get kind of that way, it turns bad, and I've been trying to get better with it, but it's still something I struggle with it. So it's still something I struggle with, and yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm just trying to get better, but I have slip ups for sure, and yeah, I've just been feeling it a little bit these last few days, but Yeah, man, that's what's going on here. I gotta get back to the positivity. I gotta just stick to a schedule. I wrote a schedule out of what I want to do, and then I can kind of adjust it the evening before for the next day. Um, but I don't necessarily follow it, and I really gotta start following it because I feel that would make me feel better. Because I schedule in like workouts, reading, listening to audiobooks, even watching TV, and that kind of stuff. Like I kind of try and schedule that in, and I don't necessarily follow it, but I gotta follow it and get some sort of structure going. But yeah, man, it's always been tough with that discipline for me. That's what I struggle with a lot for sure. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you, everybody. If you're still listening, again, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit up those links down below. If you want a free stock, hit up that Robinhood link. It'll help me out as well. It'll give me a free stock. But anything else? There's nothing else going on. Thank you again, and until next time, everybody, peace.